I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. Press pause or I'm pressing play. Drug City, no Saturday. Got pain today and the shit really crazy. Please just make it go away. She's a demon that's roaming loose. Letters or chains, what will I choose? Hang these thoughts with a cable noose. What you'll do for some Gucci boots. In the Lambo with the empty soul. Beat forces in a torn soul. Anything that's gonna make me whole. Lift the pain cause I'm way too swole. Looks a kill and she got some body. Smoking, drinking, pop some rocks. He's love is a drug and that shit copy. Things got heated like hot tamale. Cartier shades, fuck on my face, but this shit hard for me. Broken face, paper plates deep in my arteries. You got me geeked up and you got me trapped down. I feel so useless and you'll never back down. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. Prodigy or just coincidence. You got me pinned up against the fence, but really these facts don't make no sense. Or really it's just at your expense. I'm sitting up at the divisive point between you and I. There can only be one. Memories shine bright just like the sun. I truly thought that you were the one. Toxin coming up out my pores. Too many drugs but I want more. Waking up again on the floor. Shook night, I'm in a different ward. Fell in love when I popped some Molly. All that came was a bunch of problems. She from Charlotte but act like Raleigh. Half a Zang, got me bug Milwaukee. Cartier shades, fuck on my face, but this shit hard for me. Broken face, paper plates deep in my arteries. You got me geeked up and you got me trapped down. I feel so useless and you'll never back down. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way. I just really need to see you, but you're looking see-through. So really I feel like I don't need you. I'm on my way to drag you down. I'm on my way.
What's up? How you doing? How you feeling? Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your girl, Tony Dominique, the podcaster that also games, aka Celebrity ATL, because I am the original showstopper, and I would like to take the time to welcome you to my ambush, the Tiger Ambush. Yes, y'all are here. And I'm so excited, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just been great, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I said it yesterday, but of course I'm going to say it again because you can't say it enough. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day to the fathers that didn't hear me yesterday. Also.com. Happy Pride Month to those who celebrate Pride Month. Hey, Squatwart. Ask the owl if you punch and hurt yourself. Are you weak or strong? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to assume that he knows you and he knows what that means. I'm going to just, I'm going to go with that. All right. We'll put that on the list. We will see how he feels about that and how he acts about that. And so before we get Al Chauncey, we're just going to talk a little bit. I'm doing great. How are you? I am doing Fabulous. So fabulous. But today, so let's just have a little chit chat while Al Chauncy get himself together. You know what I'm saying? He'll be here shortly. Um, I did, new music came out, the Beyonce and the Drake, and I did, I'm late. I don't ever listen to nothing when it comes out. Anybody who knows me knows that if you do not pay me to listen to your music, I listen to it when I can, when I get time. So Beyonce dropping at midnight was not concerned. Alarm was not set. You know what I'm saying? I actually didn't listen to it till this morning when I got to work. But I will say, listen, Beyonce, if you ever come across this stream, if you want me to quit my job, say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you just gonna put that song out? And it's a lot of people out here frustrated, irritated with these jobs. You know what I'm saying? They ain't paying enough money, bills and rents and things going up and escalation, jobs, money ain't going up. And you talking about don't stress, relief, like, Beyonce, you got too much money. And people follow you too hard for you to be putting that out like that. Shame on you. Now it's a bop, but shame on you. Good and darn well. You like Beyonce, you know better. You know better. You know what I'm saying? You've been in the music game a long time. You know better. I know what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that once Beyonce put out an album, y'all got to get y'all $5,000 together, because at some point she's just going to do a random concert. It usually start around like August. You know what I'm saying? Mark my words, around like August, she's going to be talking about a concert. So mark my words. Have your coins ready. Find your place in the pre-sale. I'm just saying, it's coming. Now Drake, listen, Drake obviously came out first, and y'all was on Drake's head, and I couldn't understand. I was like, why is everybody on Drake's head like this? Like, what is it? So again, I actually did not listen to Drake until today. Matter of fact, didn't even listen to it in the morning. Only listened to it on my way home. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got home, I listened to a bit of it too. And I don't know why y'all mad. Why y'all so mad? Why y'all so angry at Drake? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are y'all angry at Drake? Like, to me, unpopular opinion, to me, it sounds like regular Drake music to a different beat. Like, it sounds the same. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I love Drake. You know what I'm saying? But, like, y'all made it, the way that y'all was carrying on and things, y'all made it sound like he just did a whole total 365,800 spin. And he did not. He sounds it's the same Drake music. Only thing he did was change the beat to which he delivers his music, and y'all out here having a fit. You could tell y'all ain't cultured. Y'all ain't cultured. Y'all don't even, you could tell y'all don't even listen to the music for real, because it's the same. When I heard it, I'm listening to, trying to see if the lyrics have changed, if it's a different type of vibe. I'm listening hard. Trying to figure it out, like I'm listening. Only to get the normal Drake. And I don't understand why y'all, like, I just don't, listen, I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be doing the most. The entire most. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when it comes to songs, albums, movies, situations, I can't go with public opinion first. I have to review it for myself, because 9 times out of 10, the public is wrong, or they either they're wrong, or they're doing something super dramatic for no reason. And I don't understand why y'all are like that. Why are y'all like that? Like, y'all ain't even gotta act like that. Like, y'all just be doing the most for no reason. But anyway, we're going to play a couple of Chauncy videos. And then by the time we finish, we played some yesterday, but you know, just get a little recap. recap. Y'all know I love a good video. So, you know what I'm saying? I think in my past life I might have been a video vixen. I don't know. And I'm still open to being a video vixen now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all need me, I'm definitely a leading lady. At least I think so. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leading lady in my own right. So let's go ahead and check out some Chauncy. If y'all see, the topic is Richard Hart. So we're going to play Richard Hart.
1, 2, 3. Stay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Richard. Oh, hey, LeVar.
I know I like a good video.
I told you to be back in an hour.
Well, LeVar, oh, baby, I was in rehearsal, honey.
I'm leaving your broke ass.
You can't leave me there.
You ain't got no car, and you ain't got no job.
No car and no job,
Running
Richard.
around this 70s band like you Rick James or some shit.
Now, come on, baby, this is Richard Hall.
And you still broke.
Baby, won't you just say?
LeVar!
Not Laverne. Why her name got to be Laverne? I didn't even realize that yesterday.
Said I give you the shirt off my back. In my mind I drive a Cadillac, but in real life I got a Model Honey, would you accept me if my credit score was 524? Had no heat and it's 40 below. Scraping for change just to go to the store. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. I'm gonna make it one day. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke.
Hart, but he's still broke. Aren't we all Richard Hart, but still broke sometimes?
Just got a job in Doraville. 14 an hour, I can pay the bill. I'm saving up so I can buy me some wheels. Said it's hard, but God will make a way. I got faith, so I pray every day.
Hey.
Only see you go away. I hope that you're not superficial. These other girls are artificial. You get with me and be official. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. I'm gonna make it one day. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. Richard Hall, but I'm still broke. I'm gonna make it one day.
Hey. Yes. So if you were not here, let's go ahead and let's let that marinate in y'all spirit in the background. Just in case y'all wasn't here yesterday, didn't get a chance to see that, hear that, get in tune with some Chauncy music. That's who we talking to today. You know what I'm saying? Album just dropped on all social media platforms. So hopefully y'all, you know, added it to your playlist yesterday because listen, it's a bop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all like, what's the girl talking about, a bop? Everything a bop. But listen, Lindas and Larrys. It's a bop. Like, listen to that. First y'all gotta hear that. I gotta hear that. Hey, Emilio, how you doing? Thank you for tapping in. We're listening to Getting a Vibe for L. Chauncy. He is gonna come on today and talk with us. So hopefully you can stick around at least until your stream. Y'all, if y'all are out there, check out Emilio's stream. You know what I'm saying? He can get you a little wind down or a turn up at night, whatever you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? 10 o'clock, pull up on him. But listen, like I was telling y'all yesterday, this is supposed to be in like one of them old school classic movies. Like, feel it. Get into it. But listen now, y'all know 14 an hour ain't paying no real bills. But I guess if you buy yourself, it is. But not in Nana. Why is the rent so high? You know what I'm saying? Are they trying to force like a stock market crash or something like that? Is that what like happens when everything can't nobody afford it? It's just too much going on. Everything just I like plummet. I think they're trying to force one. They just want to put it up high. Somebody got a plan. So listen, mark my words. If y'all trying to buy a house, make sure y'all got y'all coins together. Because when it crash, it's going to go fast. It's going to go fast. And you don't want to be left out in the cold. Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, you had some time to get it together. My people, trying to let y'all know. Get your coins in order. Put them to the side. And be ready when we say go. Hey. I don't know why I like that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's just a little tiny details in music that just I appreciate so much. You can tell when a person loves what they do. You know what I'm saying? Just by the detail that they put into the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people out here making music, but then you got people out here making music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done heard a lot of music, but it's something about those people who really like are into it. Like, they like, or some people that's just, you know, I don't want to say doing it for fun, but like just doing it for the enjoyment of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see a little bit more care. Like, some people are like, I'm doing music to make some money. I'm finna get rich off this money. And not saying that they don't have the talent, because some of them, I was going to say a lot, but I'd be lying. Some of them do have talent. Some talent is natural. But it's something about the people that love music, that study music, that research music. Like, you got people, I ask all the time, you know, like, who do you listen to? You know, who are your influences? You know, what's your music histories? And they be like, I don't you know, like, people that love music should have them answers like that. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, you know your top rappers like that. Boom, boom, boom. Why, the who, when you first fell in love with music. Like, all those type of things. Like, when you love music and then you use that same love to put out good music, it shows. If you just out here, somebody told you to write some stuff, come on now. One thing I hear all the time from every rapper is, I used to just write poetry and then that just turned into music. Now, I'm not saying that's not a journey. You know what I'm saying? That may be the intro to rapping. However, a lot of times it sounds really research. Like, you know, when you have to do a job interview and you got to like figure out, how do I do the perfect interview? Some of them sound a little researched. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I love y'all. To me, an artist that say they don't listen to anyone else, usually are artists that are here for the money only. That is so true. So true. They like, and you know what I'm saying? People forget in any avenue of what you're trying to do, you got to give to get. You got to be out here supporting people. You know what I'm saying? For people to want to support, you got to give. You got to be the embodiment of what you desire. If you feel people should listen to your music, why? What makes you so special out of the billions of people thinking they want to do music? You know what I'm saying? And what energy are you putting out there that people want to gravitate to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the streaming platform, I love going out to support other streamers, tapping in, seeing what they talking about, what they got going on. Now, I only tend to follow streamers that I plan to continue watching, you know what I'm saying? But I still like to jump into rooms to just see, because I never know what I'm going to like until I get in there and be like, oh, I like this person's personality. I like, what this person's talking about. I like, the energy that comes for this. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun and a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give and get. Everybody just wants to receive. Give me. Look at me. Me. You know what I'm saying? Music, acting, support, period. It's like a relationship. You gotta it's gotta be like a balance back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You go out there and you support music artists. The music artists come back and support you. Your fans, you're now promoting them artists to your fans. Those other artists are now promoting you to their fans. And boom, guess what? More people, more fans. And guess what? Those fans are now telling other people, new stuff they're exposed to. Like, it's bigger than just you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you making music you want people to feel, it's bigger than just you. And once you get off the U box, I'm telling you, a whole world can open up. I meet so many people that I don't even know where to start. Like, I meet so many people that that go through like breakdowns. They're not receiving it as fast. It's not coming to them as fast. It's not they're not getting the things that they feel like they should get faster. And then I'm talking to them and I'm like, okay, well, what are you doing? Well, I feel I'm the best. I got this, I got that skill, I got this, I got that. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you putting out there? You know what I'm saying? Who do you support? Well, I just, I like to be to myself, and I don't really be trying to mess with nobody because people fake. And I want to tell y'all today, I want to tell y'all wholeheartedly, and I mean this from my whole heart. The entire industry is fake. The entire industry. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't matter what industry you're in. It's not just for singing. It's all fake. Now, you may find some real people, but the game itself is fake. You meet some real people in a fake game sometimes. But guess what? If you choose that game of entertainment, period, you have to play the game. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not a people person, if you're not really in the social, if you don't want to hang out, you want to party, you don't want to just do some, stuff. If you don't want to like talk to people and try to like, be nice when you don't really want to be nice because they're the gatekeepers to some stuff you're trying to get into. If that's not you, what you think you finna do? Now, you could very well create your own lane, your own bubble or whatever, but guess what? That's a slower journey. And you're going to have to be okay with what that slow journey looks like. You know what I'm saying? If you don't support other people, then it is in the industry. Right. It's not the industry for you. You got to get in there and play the game, play the you got to do that. That's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? And then you go home and you know what I'm saying, keep realness to yourself. And in your music and your art and your craft or whatever you're trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like they say on The Lion King, stick with me No, I'm just joking. But real talk, like people just people are interesting. People are interesting. But all right, y'all. Al Chauncey is ready. So I'm gonna put on a quick break. Please don't go anywhere. I'm gonna pull Al Chauncey back up. Listen to this next song, I Feel Good, while I grab Al Chauncey for the virtual. And yeah, we're gonna be right back. Be right back.
Only 50% of high schoolers feel positive about their college readiness. But Stride K-12 powered
Sometimes I get the feeling that blessings come by the millions. I'm so high, there is no ceiling. And it's a wonderful day. And I feel good. Oh, I feel good. And I feel good. And I feel good. As I'm walking on the cloud, singing songs I love, what a day. As my bills begin to pile, I knock them down and smile. It's okay. It's okay, we pay them next week. And as I look in the mirror, I feel so peculiar than yesterday. And it felt so familiar. Now my troubles, they seem to fall away. And I feel good. Sometimes I get the feeling that blessings come by the millions.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Live, yeah. How can you see me?
I feel good.
One second.
I feel good. And I feel good. Why can't I feel good always?
How you doing?
What good is work with no play?
Okay.
I know my heart ain't obey.
You know, I'm
Let the stream I have fade away.
income coming in.
As I
So
look in the
I always try to make a dollar somewhere.
this is what I say. I just believe I'm a winner, and my blessings indeed is
All right, we can talk about anything. I did 80 going down for. Maybe I should say that story for the minute.
Hey, everybody. I am back in the building, and as promised, I got Al Chauncey in the building. Al Chauncey, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Yes. All right, everybody. Al Chauncey's in the building. We've listened to his music. We went on YouTube and found a couple of videos because y'all know I love a good visual. We watched some videos, and he is here, self-proclaimed son of soul,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
building. In the building.
Oh, I am here. I'm about to go live on IG as well. And fans,
But I tell you, them celebrities.
you know,
Them celebrities, let me tell you.
how
They,
life treats you, man.
life is good. Life is great. How are you? How have you been?
Man,
How has your day been?
my day been pretty good. I've been on the run all day, just chasing a dollar and let a dollar chase me. I was trying to get back to. I'm surprised I got back in time, because hold on one second, fans. I'm live on Twitch
Celebrities,
TV.
y'all.
Yeah,
Celebrities.
Tony Dominique. I'm live with her now, looking at her, and I'm on her show now, Tony Dominique show. So that's why I'm talking to y'all at the same time. So thank y'all for chiming in. And I got the Pac shirt on. Pac just had a birthday. But yeah, let's get into it, man.
All right. So thank you so much for coming on the show. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Right, yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm here.
Yeah. So we had a question coming to the stream, and I don't know. I'm assuming maybe you know this person, maybe you don't. I don't know. You might
Yeah.
not. You might. But I'm gonna ask the question anyway because they wanted to ask it. It says, "Ask Al, if you punch and hurt yourself, are you weak or strong?"
Shit. God damn, that hurt. I guess I'm kind of strong. I just punched myself. I put a frog in my arm. So yeah, I got a nice little right hook that's mean. I used to box.
So if you
Yeah,
punch yourself and hurt yourself, you're still strong.
I'm still strong.
Okay.
Yeah, that don't make you weak. It's just that's the strength you have. Because if I just did something like this, I still be strong. But either way, yeah. Who asked that question?
Well, on the chat, everybody has their own specific name. So this person's called Squatwart.
Squat works. That sound like I don't want to be offensive, but that sounds like a SpongeBob character.
Like Squidward.
Squidward, yeah. That's safe. What's up, Cam? Yeah. Live on the Tony Dominique show. Yeah. So I'm interviewing her. Well, she's interviewing me. So yeah.
All right. So I wanted to ask you, just get into some questions right now. Um, I'm really, really curious on how people find their sound. You know what I'm saying? Like how, because there's so many different avenues in music. You can do alternative music, you can do gospel, you can do um, R&B, you can do soul music, you can do jazz. I mean, you can rap. There's so many. So how did Al Chauncey find his sound and soul?
Man, growing up around my dad, he was an intricate part in my growth. And so my dad was a pianist. He played with Jackie Wilson. He played under Duke Ellington. Duke Ellington was a famous jazz musician, and he handpicked my father and got him into the Juilliard school. My dad was playing piano since 3 years old. He was a child prodigy, and just growing up around him, I embellished a lot of his traits, and he was a soulful guy. And so I got into rap, and rap, hip hop is soulful too. Like when hip hop first started, they was using break beats from James Brown, Philip Wilson, and some other people, and you would hear soul music and a lot of records. Like if you listen to Rakim back in the day, he used the Al Green sample, and I fell in love with it. It was the Mahogany song by Rakim, and it had that Al Green sample in it, and I was like, "What is that?" I remember hearing it at my friend's Pierre house, God rest his soul. But his brother Derek was playing, the Mahogany song, and I didn't know who rapped it, and I found out later it was Rakim. And soul has just always been in black music and gospel. And when I left hip hop back in 2009, I became a big rap artist in North Carolina. I was named the Carolina mayor back home, and that was as big as I was going to get. And I came to Atlanta, and I met my mentor, Chris Trax Rogers, and my homeboy Fat Mouth Slum. He introduced me to Trax, and we did our first record, Watching All the Girls Go By. And I was singing on it, watching all the girls go by. I followed them inside. And so Trax was like, yo, you need to leave rap alone and do that soul shit. So, Christopher Trax Rogers, the chairman, has been my biggest mentor over the past 10 years. And,
Okay.
he believed in me and he pushed me and he honed me into, this soul singer. You know how when Puff found Biggie and Biggie was just raw, and
Mhm.
Puff was like, "Yo, let's do this Matumbe record. Let's do this Juicy record." And Big was like, "Word." But Puff knew what he was doing. So with me, I took that approach by this man had produced a Don't You record with CeeLo Green, and that record did over 16 million copies. That's a
Right.
diamond record,
Yes.
So my mentor is a diamond producer, and so working with him, he taught me everything that CeeLo and him had learned. So I learned like 8, 9, 10, 11 part harmonies. And growing up in church, I just learned 3 part harmonies, you know.
Mm.
And he would teach me to sing a flat note. Just he like sing it straight. I'm like, it doesn't sound right. He like, trust me. And so I learned what the people in Motown was doing because that sound back then, you're like, how did they get that sound? What notes are they hitting? I can't hit that. And so I started performing, and soul music became my life, and I stuck with it. I didn't let nobody push me into an R&B direction. I didn't let them push me into what's going on today. I stayed true to it. So that's how Al Chauncey became the soul singer.
All right. I appreciate it because I absolutely love the music and the soul that you put into it. Like you can tell, I was telling the audience earlier, you can tell a person who loves music by the sound that they push out in their music. You know what I'm saying? About the passion that goes in the music. Like you have people that make music, but then you
Right,
have people that really make music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like deep. It's embedded in them because of either a history, a journey they went through, or a study of music or art or craft or whatever, what I'm saying, passion they got into. You can feel it differently in different artists based on what you feel they could be in the music industry for. I want to tap into something you said though. However, you mentioned your mentor and how much of an asset he has played into your music career. So how important would you say having a mentor in the industry is for you and anyone else?
I think. Hold on 1 second. I'm letting people know that I'm on your show. I do hear you. I multitask, but having a mentor is very important because we wouldn't have Eminem if it wasn't for Dr. Dre. M would probably still be a battle rapper and on the circuit with Rockets Records and Talib Kweli and those type of guys at that time. Not taken from them, they had successful careers, but M took it to a whole nother level. This kid from Detroit, and Dre instilled him how to make records. He did that with 50 Cent. When 50 Cent first came, Dre taught him how to make records, because 50 was just dropping mixtapes and he had some good songs, but you wouldn't have got 21 questions from 50 Cent if it probably wasn't from the influence of Dr. Dre and Nate Dogg and being around those type of people. And
Mm-hmm.
also, Willie Mitchell, uh, he was Al Green's mentor. Now, a lot of people don't talk about Willie Mitchell, and he gave Al Green his sound. And I think that having a mentor is very important because us artists, we be everywhere. We're
You
into
just want to
all day.
create sometimes. Like it's just all this
Right,
creative juice is flowing in me. It's just overwhelming, and somebody kind of got to come and hone that in for you.
right. Because there's a lot of great artists even in Atlanta, but they have so many directions of where they're going with their music that you don't really know that artist or who that person is. Like when you in Atlanta or anywhere in the U.S. or around the world, I got fans in Africa, Europe, Australia, all over the continent. So when you hear soul music in Atlanta, you're gonna think about Al Johnson, and so that's what I coined over the past few years as a son of soul. And me and my mentor, we just kept grinding it out, even when people told us no. Like they was when he was submitting my music, it was like tracks. You dealing with this? Oh, okay, all right, cool. But it just wasn't my time at that time. But it's my time now on the Tony Dominique show.
I definitely appreciate you being here.
Mm.
Earlier, we were talking about support and supporting people in the industry. And I wanted to ask you, when you think of the word support, what does that mean to you?
Man, support to me, that's a broad question, but it's a marginalized question at the same time. What support is, it's like when I drop a record like that for me to just drop on the 17th, I celebrate Juneteenth. People respond to your music. They share your music. They repost your music because that's how us independent artists survive. They buy music at shows, buying a ticket. Like, I try to make sure that I support all of my acting friends and musician friends. I go to their shows. I just pop up sometimes, you know. And it means a lot to us because it keeps us going. A lot of us artists don't know who support us. We just drop music sometimes and hoping we catch a bait. And there's a lot of people, there's millions of people that just sit there and watch and they know it's hot. But if it's hot, share it. Y'all share funny videos all the time of people falling, street fights, and all that negative stuff. But when people asking like, "Hey, where's real soul music? Where's real R&B?" It's here, and I'm one of the greatest doing this thing, man. You can put me on stage with anybody. I guarantee Al Chauncy gonna put on a great show. So that's what support means to me, man. Just even commenting on stuff like, "Hey, man, dope stuff. Keep doing what you're doing." Us artists need that to keep going because we might have a bad day, and it's like, man, things ain't going the way I'm going, and here comes Tony Dominique. This is hot, So that's what support is to Al Chauncey. So
So I
I like
asked
that.
that question that way specifically because we were talking in the chat earlier about um, artists supporting other artists or industry people supporting other industry people, and how sometimes in the industry you get people that put stuff out, content out, music out, whatever out, but they don't never want to support the other people doing the same things that they do.
Right.
Everybody's like, well, listen to my stuff, listen to my stuff, listen to me. I got something. And I've been in so many group texts or group on social media or different type of pages on social media where it's supposed to be, a group of networking. People love to say the
Mhm.
word networking. And I just really don't like that word. When I hear networking, I run the other direction for sure. But in most of those places, all you see is people dropping links, drop, link, link, link. Watch me, new album drop, new this drop, new content. Watch my stuff, like my stuff, subscribe, share. But it's very rare for me that I see that people are doing the same for other artists. Now you
Right.
have people that don't do music, that like you said will share your stuff and come and comment, but when it comes to actual other artists
Hmm.
sharing your stuff, I rarely ever see that.
Because when it comes to our people, you know, a lot of times it'd be a scenario where they may be an artist and they may feel like they can do it better, or they have so much content on their page that they didn't want to share your content on their personal page. But I've shared most of my friends' albums that I buy. You can look down my posts and see me posting other people's stuff. I'm not like that. If it's hot, I'm gonna repost it. Like this group from Philly called Coast Country. Um, I've never heard anything like them before. Well, I have, but from Philly, I've never heard it before. And so I hit like, I hit the fire thing up there. I follow them, whatever they're doing. They got new music that came out today. I'm gonna check them out too when I get offline. And so it's like, yo, I guess people support what they like, and you can't blame them for that. If another artist friend of mine is putting out some music and it's just okay, and it's not necessarily mixed and mastered and ready to go, but if it's a hot song, people jump behind it, because I know when I got a hit record, I get phone calls, yo, Al, send me that record. So, like the Death of Me record, it's fire, it's bona fide. And so, I got people playing that around the world, people supporting it, and I appreciate it. But people like to see consistency, I think. Because, like, with me, I haven't really dropped the record since not Richard Hart, but I Feel Good, and
Hmm.
that was like in 2019, and then COVID happened. But everybody should have been dropping music during COVID.
Cause you at home. What else you
Yeah,
doing?
you know. So that's pretty much how I think about as far as people supporting it. And on top of that, you got to get hot in the city. You got to be active. Like I see guys like my man Willie Hen. Um, I love Willie Hand's performance. You know, he's a dope artist in Atlanta. He's gonna be at one music fest performing too. But I did some shows, you know, where I sat back and watched Willie perform. I'm like, damn, he got that energy like me. So I support it. You know what I'm saying? And we watching. You know, Atlanta has a whole lot of great artists here. We just got to come together and make that shit happen. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Atlanta does have a lot of great music. And I want to ask you, here in Atlanta, Atlanta is the mecca of multitaskers in business. And the reason I say that is because, when we first got on, you was mentioning about, how you were balancing and how you didn't even know if you was going to be here on time because,
Yeah.
you were working your regular 9 to 5. So
Well, it's
how,
not 9 to 5. It's not 9 to 5.
well,
I
I'm
love
I'm
the
gonna
night.
call it 9 to 5 for the sake of conversation.
Yeah.
Your money maker.
There you go.
You are working your money maker,
That's it.
and how hard is it to balance that? You know what I'm saying? Making, try using the art, because the art is, eventually you're like, okay, this is a dream that's going to eventually pay me, but in the meantime I got to do these things over here to actually, eat and live and pay my bills. How hard is it to really balance what pays your bill versus what you see in the future paying your bills?
Well, you know, when I was working the 9 to 5 corporate America circuit, it was more harder there than it is here. Cause like once you get that freedom and you figure out how to create financial avenues and make your financial ecosystem work, it becomes cool. Like in between shows, I drive Uber, right? And with Uber, it's like, okay, when I got laid off in 2017, I was doing corporate, cybersecurity. And, that field pays pretty decent money. But when we got laid off, it's like, okay, cool. I drove Uber the next day, made over $200. I was like, oh shit, I could do like a grand a week. I wasn't doing that on the job. So it's like, okay, if I do 200 a day, by Friday, that's a G. And then on the weekend, I get up early in the morning, clean up. I can make an extra $300 or $400. So that's like $1,400 a week, roughly $28, 2,800 bucks, maybe 3,000 every 2 weeks. A lot of folks ain't making that on a regular job. And also, I'm 1099, so I keep all that money to myself and pay my taxes at the end of the year. I'm also writing a book on it too. and so, and I work with my partner Reggie Rooks from Crossroads Entertainment. He has an audio and video and lights and sounds and build stages. So you got to create avenues to bring in money until let's say your next show. You know, and that's how I've been doing it. I dabble in the crypto world. I make some money off of that too. So I'm sustaining, and that's how you do it. You just got to find your niche and you got to step out on faith and trust God.
Hallelujah. Put God
Hallelujah.
in, put God in it. I think that's a hard space for a lot of people because if we talk in the avenue of trusting God, how often do people really walk in the faith of really trusting God? You know what I'm saying? It's usually trust God, but I trust God, but I trust God, but this light bill do. You know what I'm saying? I trust God, but I just don't feel it, God. I can't see it. A lot of people trust God as far as they can see. Most people
Yeah.
don't trust God past what they can see.
Well, you got to know your intentions when you're praying. Because, like with me, religion didn't teach me about the universe. The religion didn't teach me about God. They talked around God. They talked around Jesus. We didn't get a chance to really learn who Christ was. We heard stories, but they'll give you just enough to get some of this. They give you enough faith to get you to Monday, and then you back in hell again, and then you go back to church. And so when I stepped away from the church, I started having spiritual awakenings. Information started coming to me. I started cleansing my temple and allowing good information to come in. You got to get quiet sometimes. And what I mean by intent, let me show you. You got to write down affirmations, right? I got affirmations right here. I say these every morning. I say, I am a multimillionaire. I love myself. I am financially stable. Money comes to me easily. I understand financial literacy in crypto, fiat currency, real estate. I apply what I learned in crypto, finance, real estate, business. I attract people in high places who elevates my quality of life. I receive and download information to elevate my quality of life. I am a business leader. I am a mentor. I am a good friend. My quality of life is filled with love, money, peace, adventure, travel, and good health. And so I say these things. You got to be intentional when you're praying. If you just say, God, send me some money, he might send you 50 cents or $5.
Mm-hmm.
Be intentional with the universe and what you want. And like I learned the law of attraction back in 2010. Like information just started coming to me, books started coming to me, and that's how you have to be when you pray. And so that's how you walk in absolute faith. People do it all the time. Yo, even though our lights may get cut off, it's going to get cut back on. Even a bill is late, you're still going to get the money to take care of it. Like God hasn't failed me not one time. So I'm going to keep walking in that faith. You know me, when I walk in the room, I manipulate the energy. I change it because that's the God in me. So, hey,
All right. Thank you, Emilio. Emilio said he likes this conversation. I appreciate you for sticking around, Emilio. Once
thank
again,
you.
everybody
Thank
who's
you.
tapping in, whether you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on TonyDominique.net, I really appreciate you. We're talking with Al Chauncy, having a conversation about his journey in the music industry and other avenues of being creative in art. This is Tony Dominique, the podcaster who also games. Al Chauncy, just to take a little moment break to let you know how the show actually works, because we did just kind of jump in there. So, Mondays, we play your music to let the fans get a good vibe of who you are. We watch a couple of videos. On Tuesday, here we are. We get an interview, so we already know what type of sound you have, so we know what kind of vibe and feel we've got from you. And then we meet and see if that energy matches. And then on Wednesday, actually, I am a video game girl. I'm a gamer girl. So I
Really?
come in. I am. So I come in and I stream video games live. Thursday, I do a pink table talk where women, men, anybody can come on. We get a conversation going that's out in the public, and we just kind of talk about it. The rest of the weekend just really just depends on how the flow of life goes. I may jump on, I may not, but for the most part, I stream Monday through Thursday here, and this is also an interactive stream, so it really just depends on who comes in. People can subscribe to the channel on Twitch. If you are want to come into the chat, you have to be on Twitch to come into the chat, where you can ask questions and things like that live on the chat. You also can donate bits, money, however you feel, if you just like the conversation, to do things to better the stream so we can give it out to the people better. The more invested into the stream, the more that comes out to the stream. So people can also request certain things to happen just to make it more fun for the viewers and the watchers. So if people subscribe, it is a shot girl summer. So everybody who subscribes to my channel over the summer, I will take a shot for them. They can
What you
also
what you drinking though?
I like to I have my bottle of Crown Peach with
That-
me.
oh man, I wish I could get a shot at it right now.
See?
That'd be good now.
So
Crown
yes,
Peach.
it is Shot Girl Summer. So they can
Yeah.
I will take a shot for everybody that subscribes. Um I also have little fun things that they can do. My channel is actually called the Tiger Ambush, I'm sorry. Um and the reason I call it the Tiger Ambush is because I am Tony the Tigress.
Uh-oh.
Um So also, I learned that finding out your spirit animal, I am more closely related to a tiger, because I spend a lot of tigers are in solitude, and I spend a lot of time in solitude myself. We can be in groups and everything, but mostly you don't really see a tiger in a pack or a group. You usually see a tiger by itself.
I've never seen a tiger in a pack. Wow, that's crazy.
Exactly, because they're a solitary based animal, and that is me. You know what I'm saying? You can see them in a group or a pack, and it's mostly called an ambush if they are, or it's called a streak if they are. But I didn't like the word streak, so I went with ambush.
Gotcha.
So here we are, just to tap back in and get some more conversation going and more vibes and things going. If anybody has any questions out in the chat, please feel free to go ahead and ask them. We will be here with El Chauncy. I want to let you know, first of all, I feel like I've let you know this before, that my favorite song of yours is I Feel Good. Like that
I
is,
feel good.
yes, that is.
Sometimes I feel like, yeah, and this beautiful day, and I feel good.
Yes, that is my favorite song. I love it, love it, love it. But more recently in your new your new music, I'm loving Stick 'em Up. Like that song is a bop too. So I wanted to know, when you're out and you're writing and you're
Yeah.
trying to figure out what the next song is, what does your creative process look like?
I live a little bit too right. A lot of people live vicariously through other people and not experiences, but most of my songs are through experience. Like I I went through 3 writing sessions to write Stick 'em Up. You know, the first version was kind of raw because it was talking about it was talking about bootlegging and moonshine, but they had some other street stuff in it too. And my mentor told me to calm it down. He said, "Hey man, we gotta sell records." So we just kept going through the writing session of making that song great. That song took a while to write, and once we got it right, it was like, okay, all right, this is a cool bop. And so with me with writing, I gotta live with the record for a while. So if producers send me records, I gotta live with it. Let me listen to it while I'm cleaning the house. Let me listen to it while I'm in the car. And then I may have a conversation with you, and based off the conversation, you don't know that I'm taking in intel information. I'm learning stuff about tigers, you know, crown peach, and I grab information from the world and I put it into the music. And a lot of times I'll come up with, I'm a melodies type of guy. I'm a cadence melody type of writer. And my mentor, he give like what he does when we're writing. I'll come with a concept and he'll say, "Hey, take that out. Let's try this." I'm like, "I don't like it, but try it anyway. Let's see if it works." And then once I try it, I end up liking it anyway. And so I just stopped fighting with tracks in the studio and just let the maestro do his thing. He's like a very gaudy Quincy Jones type of guy. So I trust the information that he's giving me. But other times it's just I'm driving, I may see something walk by, and I come up with something, you know. So that's pretty much how I write. With Richard Hart, that came from a personal place, because if you listen to Richard Hart, it's about an artist who is a bachelor who is dating. And a lot of times when it comes to women with guys with that's artists, I don't think a lot of times they see stability in it, you know. Uh, and so I dated, and then relationships ended because they wanted so much more, and I'm chasing this dream, and so that's where Richard Hart came from. Richard Hart, but I'm still broke. I'm gonna make it one day, you know. And so a lot of times it felt like that the women I was dating, they wanted the meal already ready. They didn't want to go through prepping the meal. Putting it in the oven for a while. It's like you meet a lot of women now, and it's like, "Hey, I'm looking for a husband," and it's like, "Okay, but you want to be friends first?" So I go through these experiences and I write them, and that's how I am when I come up with ideas in writing.
Okay. Richard,
Yeah,
I like that song as well. Like I mostly love the visuals for that. I love the way that the blackness just exuded through the song. Like it took us back to the old juke joint vibe. The whole like, and I always told myself, if ever I'm in a film, I want to play I want to play it like a lounge singer or something like.
I'm gonna make that happen for you.
Okay. Because like I just love like when I watch it when I'm watching movies and I see the lounge singer, like the lounge singer is always like so knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, always just dropping wisdom on either maybe the main character or you know or just the story plot in its whole. Like it's like the lounge singer is so lived, you know what I'm saying, so experience of the world. And I just like I'm like, look, this part I'm gonna get this part one day. Like that's on my wanna be acting roles. Is definitely it's a lounge singer. And not that I don't really want to be a singer or anything. I just the idea of playing a singer sounds super fun to me.
What would be, what would be a lounge song that you would sing?
You know what? I want it to be like an original song. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be like a song specifically made for that movie.
Okay.
Um so like it just has like a specific like so therefore it's like the soundtrack or the background of whatever the movie is. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
can,
it'll be
I
that
can,
that
I can
climax
hear
of
you
it.
singing. I'm sorry. I can hear you singing "Summertime" by George Gershwin. That's a jazz tune.
The one that Fantasia sang. You know
Yes.
what? The funny part is I love that song, and I sung it for my family reunion one time.
I didn't know, but like what I do is I hear some of these voices, and I can pull some and say, by based off her speaking voice, she'll be great for this record. You,
I
and
love
so,
that song. I love that song.
and I can play it on the piano too.
Love it, love it, love it. That's funny.
She's smiling.
So you mentioned about acting and popping up at your friends and stuff that are doing shows. And then you also mentioned about, writing a book. So, what other avenues do you do outside of singing?
Singing, acting. I'm a budding comedian. I do comedy in like TV and film, and I'm still writing stand up. I'm getting my comedic timing down. That's another ball game because, like with singing, your voice alone can carry you a lot of times in the entertainment. So with comedy, it's the same thing too. And I'm more of a physical, probably comedian on stage or whatever, because like my voice texture is like Bernie Mac and Robin Harris. So my alter ego would be Bernie Harris if I did comedy. But I love
Bernie
comedy.
Harris. That's going to be your
Bernie,
stage name?
yeah, this one with Bernie Harris. Let me tell you something right now. I ain't playing with you now. Gonna be some furniture. So, but yeah, man, I just love entertainment. Period. And I love business too. Like where I'm at in life, business is very intriguing to me. And so, like I said, I dabble in the crypto world. I'm learning blockchain. I'm learning, NFTs and all those type of things because that's now in the future. And when I mention it to people, they say, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, and then they keep it moving. But if something's intriguing and it's making you money, why not take time to listen and investigate? So those are some of the things that I enjoy. So along with the music, I enjoy business as well,
Okay. What
and
would
writing for other people too.
what would you say is the hardest thing you've had to deal with in the music industry?
Boy, fake handshakes. People promising you things that they can't deliver. Because when you're a novice coming in the industry, you take people's word. And so a lot of times I took people's word, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm sensitive. So if you tell me something, and dog, that broke my heart. I get it. Boy, that's a broad question. Because I've been through a lot of experiences, and man, a lot of times I just push it aside and keep going. I really haven't had a whole lot of like other than missing out on money. People supposed to pay you, you have to come out your pocket and pay the band. They don't know it, but it's like, all right, I'm pulling from my savings to pay the band. This wasn't a paid show tonight. Keeping the integrity of your musicians, that's tough because musicians, they'll hop, real quick. If the dollar's better over there, so maintaining musicians can be tough too sometimes too in this industry, and having a nice circle of people and creating great relationships. So those are some of the tough things in the industry. Getting a bunch of no's. Nah, no, we doing this right now. No, so and you just keep going. It takes a lot of perseverance. So that's been my upheaval in the music industry, and also self consciousness. I was a heavier soul singer about 2 or 3 years ago, but with my light and my energy, I never thought about my weight. And a lot of times that can cause you, a job or something like that. But I just always roll with talent. Big Luther was good as Little Luther. And I'm at my Little Luther stage right now. Yeah,
Okay, little Luther.
yeah. Because like imaging, you try to figure out, okay, how do I want to look? How do I want people to perceive? Coming from North Carolina, right? We really didn't have a whole lot of fashion influence. We had everybody went to Fashion Avenue on New Bern Avenue. Everybody would go to Wimbledon Street to some of the New York fashion type of stores and stuff. We wore Timberland boots, Jabot jeans, white tees, do rags. It took a while for me to get to, this guy. And those are some of the things that are hard sometimes coming up when you don't have proper PR, when you can't afford a stylist at the time, and you're trying to figure that out. So that's part of it too. So
You're right, because so many people are lost in finding their image and their zone. Like that all comes with it. You know what I'm saying? When we were talking earlier about, you just want to be creative, be creative, be creative. But, in this specific, back in the day, that's all they really were doing. They had other people, doing everything for them. All they had to do is just go out there and sing, go out there and perform. That's all you have to do. But then also back in the day, they lost a lot of money. They lost a lot of their records, their names. They, how many times have you seen a story where, they was called ABCD and then their manager stole their name because, they didn't, read the proper paperwork or they didn't do the proper stuff. And now they got to come up with a name on the fly and they lost half their songs and all that stuff. In this day and age, you got to be more aware of what's going on around you as far as the business aspect of it. You got to know who you are, or someone will create it for you, because you also have artists that are in a space where someone created an image for them that wasn't them, and now they got to hold out that whole image because that's what's selling records. You know what I'm saying? They can't be themselves, and then they're getting home and they're wondering, why am I so depressed? Why am I so unhappy? I'm doing a thing that I love, but I don't understand why I feel so lost. It's because you lost yourself, not knowing who you were in the beginning of your
yeah,
journey in music.
and that's why I teach my background singers and everybody around me about publishing. Like the music business is music publishing, right? So a lot of these execs, they'll sign these artists, they'll get them nice cars, get them a house to live in, but they don't own none of that, you know. And even the records, I make sure I do split sheets after I write records with people. If I forget, I say, hey, send me your ASCAP information or your BMI information. This is how I make money. I get checks from ASCAP too, so that's another stream of income
And
as
you know
well.
what? So many artists don't even know about split sheets
Right? Exactly. And when I hear people
or
say,
ASCAP or BMI or anything. They don't know. They just putting their stuff out on stream. Someone told them put it on a streaming site and then boom, it'll come. Like they don't even know how to get the residuals from their money or from their songs, their music.
yeah, man, when folks say, well, my manager got it under control or my lawyer, and I'm like, yo, this is you though. You supposed to know all this stuff. Read your contracts. I don't care if it takes a lot. Pay somebody to read it and then ask you what does perpetuity mean throughout the universe. That means forever. If they say, hey, I can use Al Chauncey name in perpetuity throughout the universe, they can own that and use it for the likelihood of that record for a long time. You got to know what words mean. I'm a words guy. So I study words and figure out what does that mean? What does, okay, now what, percentages and stuff like that, you have to. And a lot of times people get jerked. But if it's a situation like, let's say 360 deals, right? People always say that I ain't signed no 360 deal. But if I'm partnering with you, let's say Tony Dominique Records, right? And you're
There
funding
is a
my
Tony Dominic Studios. That's a business. That's a thing.
that that too. And let's say that you're paying for studio time, you're paying for the album. You should get some of like if we had a partner deal and I didn't bring nothing to the table, then that's when okay, cool, let's do a 360. I want 10% on the merch, I want 10% on the show. I need 10% off, the publishings because if this person is putting 500,000 or more into your project, realize that this is a partnership to get the way you're going. And so after that deal is over with, you may have some leverage to go and do some things that you want to do. And so I don't knock 360 deals. Even guys like Jay-Z has lucrative 360 deals, through Live Nation and Rock Nation, things like that. But it just has to benefit you in the long run. So yeah, artists out there that's watching, learn the business. Yeah, man.
All right. Hi, John. Welcome to the stream. Like I told you, Al Chauncy, this is a very interactive stream. And this is also the Tiger Ambush. So, part of the Tiger Ambush is you can ask me to wear tiger ears. So, shout out to John Pride, who has redeemed
All right.
tiger ears for me to wear on the stream.
I love it. I love it.
Um, and so, okay, so we're talking about, understanding reading contracts and all that, and understanding the business and your image and, you know, knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I had a person that wanted me to be their manager. And I'm not against managing. It's not my passion. So I don't know how, unless I guess I had a passion for the person. Like I do love helping people.
Hmm.
But managing it's a thankless job in my eyes, and they wanted me to manage them. So of course I went. I need to know what I need to know because I don't like to look bad. So of course I went to researching. I have some friends in the industry, and I'm asking questions, trying to figure it out. What does this look like before I sign up for it? And
Hmm.
so I'm asking, and I'm like, okay, well, how are you getting paid for your money? You got some stuff on the streams, you got this going on, you got that going on, how's it? And it's like, well, I kind of got a team that I'm working with, and they're handling it, and I'm like, okay, well, what's your money? What's the percentage that you're getting back? And he's like, well, they dealing, they got it, and they figuring it out. And I was like, red flag,
Yeah.
red flag. I said one for two reasons. One, you don't really seem that interested in your money, and that ain't working for me, because if you're not interested in your money, that means I ain't getting no money. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? And two, if I come in with real information, you know what I'm saying, and then you got somebody over there with some fake information, and then now it's a battle of me trying to convince you I'm right, and I'm new to the industry, she don't know this, she don't know that, you know what I'm saying, then it's just an unnecessary headache, because now I'm battling them, you know what I'm saying, awakening you from the scam they doing on you. And I ain't got time. I ain't got time for it.
I get it, man.
I ain't got
I
time.
get it. I definitely get it. Being a manager is like being a babysitter sometimes.
It is.
You know,
It is. Making people do their stuff. Get up, children. Let's do this. We got to go here. We got to get there. We got
you
to
gotta
read
be
this.
up 5 o'clock and to go to this radio interview. You can't party all night.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that fast tail girl alone, man. She trouble, man. Come on, let's get this money.
Right. Get focused. Get right. Get
Oh yeah.
ready. Let's go. It's a very thankless job. And so I commend all managers out there really, really working and really grinding, because, woo, child, it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot.
Oh yeah.
But moving forward in that, what would you say to people that are trying to figure that out? Like, what would be the simplest thing you can tell people about getting themselves together in business for their music journeys?
Well, there's this book. Do you have like a couple of seconds I can grab this book?
Okay.
Two, three, four, five, six.
All right, y'all. This your girl, Tony Dominique. Thank you for tuning in. Al Chauncey is going to grab this book that he feels should help some people in the music industry. And I hope this is good information for you. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask, Al Chauncey know a lot about a lot. So definitely tap in, ask a question. We are here. I'm sure we got him for just a little while longer.
I found it.
He found the book. He's back,
All
y'all.
right, look. This book right here, Hitman. It's by Freddie Danny. And it's a nice little read. It's about 400 pages, something like that, about three and some change. But this book right here will teach you about all the players from the beginning in the 50s all the way up until present day. When was this published? Ah, maybe until 2000s. But anyway, all the hitmen like from Jerry Wexler, Joel Lieberman, all these big guys, Grubman, all those power players, Frank Delio, who was Michael Jackson's manager, all those power players are in this book here, Hitman. You should get it. And it's a good read. And it'll take you through the journey of the music business. You gotta learn the music business. You gotta know when you in that room who you talking to. You know? And that book helped me out a whole lot. And like find you a mentor. Having a mentor is great. Don't slouch on the mentors. Like if you find somebody, I was a part of this group called Writers Session of America with Kevin Shine, and Kevin Shine was the A&R at Jive Records, and he was A&R at Creflo Dollar's label one time, and he's put a lot of pieces together. And so when I met Kevin, that's when I started doing soul music, and I started using writer sessions as my platform to perform and get my stage presence back. And through writer sessions, I met Eddie F. Put out Heavy D and the Boys and Uptown Records. I met, Jannard Parker, who was around Uptown Records and produced for SWV. I've met Core DJ Hershey. That's a good friend of mine, and he's been championing me for the past 10 years. So you got to meet some good people and be sociable and likable. Don't be, oh, what's up? Yeah, I do this. And yeah, okay, yeah, I got a record coming out. They don't want to hear that shit. You got to figure out what these people like. Like when I was in rap, I used to follow Chuck Creekmore on allhiphop.com, right? And I knew that Creekmore loved boxing. So guess what? I talked to him about boxing. We was talking about Sugar Shane Mosley on the chat and everything, and on the Ning back in the early 2000s. And when I went to these music conferences, I talked to them.
Now,
And
you
they
said a
remember,
word there because most people just think, you meet a person that's a gatekeeper in the industry or a person that, can really make some moves and things shake. And you want to go, here go my music. Here, I do this, I do that. Like 3,752 people probably do that to them a day. You know what I'm saying? They sending emails, sending DMs, catching them on this place. They just trying to eat. And here they go bum rushing them for this, that, and the third. But people forget they're human. They're regular people that just love regular human interaction. And if everybody is trying to get something from them, it's like, okay, well, what are you giving? You know what I'm saying? You want me to listen to your music and then what? You know what I'm saying? What do I get out of that? You know what I'm saying? If you, like you said, be sociable, go and you talk to them, and you don't research them, so you know everything from their mama, grandma, sister, husband, from where they came from, where they went to high school. You know what I'm saying? Find something that they love or a situation, and just don't make it awkward. Just go and say, hey, you know what? I heard you a Braves fan, you know what I'm saying? When the last time you caught a Braves game, you know what I'm saying? Did you see that last game? Or how you feel about the championship? Do you think they won it? Do you think they deserved to win it? You know, that was a tough game, you know what I'm saying? Or did you watch the basketball game? You know what I'm saying? Were you really going for Boston or were you going for Golden State? You know what I'm saying? Those type of opening conversations start to break those walls down. And then you can really start to get in there. And then don't just soon as you feel like they lose, the wall is coming down, don't just all right, well, here go my music. You got to build relationships with
There
people.
you go. There you go. Like I did a show with Rodney Perry on Thursday, right? I met Rodney probably in 2015, 14-ish, right? And we was at the Leopard Lounge. I had two red stripes in my hands. And he was like, hey, let me get one of them. I gave it to him, right? And so it's those little small things and gestures where people remember you. And then years later, we're working together on this movie, Devin's Day, which is on BET Heard. It just came out. And those relationships happen over time. And so now I'm gonna be on his show this week. And so like you gotta build those relationships and let people know who you are. They gotta know who you are. It's not about me knowing who Tony Dominique is. Tony Dominique gotta know who Al Chauncey is. And so when you step in that room, make sure that they remember who you are and know who you are. Because I can say, hey, I know such and such, and they call and say, hey, you know this Al Chauncey guy? Nah, I don't know Al Chauncey. Oh, the soul singer. Oh, that guy. Okay, you don't want to be there.
Right. You
You
want to
want to
be
leave a strong impression and shake people's hands like you mean it, like you mean. Don't just, all right, cool, because it's business at the end of the day. It's the business of music and entertainment at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And have some emotional resilience because we can get caught in our emotions sometimes. We may do things that we don't supposed to do, and that's how you get blackballed. You calling people, threatening people. I done been there. You-
You promised me this. You done said that.
right. You gotta take your emotions out of business. You know what I'm saying? Because emotion has no business with business. Because
Emotion has no business with business.
right. Like you can go into court and have everything planned what you want, and then all of a sudden you get emotional in the courtroom and you go off script. It ain't got no business to do with this business over here.
Right.
Because it becomes personal when you add emotions to it. You know what I mean? So
That's
that,
absolutely right.
that's what I say about the business of entertainment, man. And it's entertainment. Everybody ain't your friend. Just understand that.
They not. They
That's it.
listen, like your mama told you, everybody ain't your little friend. I want to ask you, we've been talking about music and you've mentioned so many people that you met along the way in your journey.
Uh-huh.
How long have you been in the music industry?
20 years. I got in the industry when I was 17 years old, man. After my father passed away, through my high school years, my junior year of high school, I joined this rap group called Bloodline. And we was like more like the Fugees. We rapped and we sung and we got our first record deal offer from Priority Records when I was like 18, 19 years old. But Priority ended up selling their label to Capitol Records. They done made all their money off Master P. So they sold the label around, I want to say 2000 to Capitol Records. And we just kind of got pushed inside the shelves. And then around 2001, I had a deal at Rough House Records, which became Judgment Records, with Joe Nicolo. And Joe put out the Fugees, Nas. Like Rough House was like huge back in the day. They had Criss Cross, they had Jermaine Dupri up under them. I think they was doing distribution through Columbia and Jermaine Dupri during that time. And so I got an opportunity to work with Joe, been in this big studio with the analog board. He had an analog board and Pro Tools was fairly new around that time, so he had Pro Tools too. And I got that experience, right? And I was the youngest member of the group. I was like 19, 20 at that time. Let me see, in 2001, I was about 19. Yeah. And all the guys in my group, they was like 25, 26. And to them, they thought that was old. To us, 25, 26, that's a young legit. But they end up, going back to their regular lives, and I kept going. I said, okay, if I can be in Jive Records, standing out here and meet Dwayne Adams, who was the A&R assistant to Wayne Williams, who was the A&R to R. Kelly, okay, I'm getting somewhere.
Right.
So I kept those relationships and just kept going. It just kept fueling me, man. And God has just had me on this path. And I've always had this old school voice since I was like a teenager. So that was my journey. Coming in the music business, and 20 years later, I'm here, and I thank God for it.
So, when you think about the word legacy and your legacy in music and entertainment, when they hear the name Al Chauncey, what do you want them to remember the most?
One of the greatest soul entertainers of my time, the son of soul. I want them to soul music when they hear it. That's what I want them to think when they hear my music, soul, the son of soul, because it's like that's what I'm championing for. R&B soul music to be great again. Like when nobody's done it like James Brown in a long time. Nobody's done it like Michael Jackson in a long time. They compare Chris Brown to Mike, but I guess for the younger generation, Chris Brown would be the Michael Jackson to them. But I grew up seeing Mike from Jackson 5 and when he was a kid, videos all the way up until, his demise. And Mike could command the crowd. He can do something like this and they'll do it. And it's like, wow.
Mike commands the crowd like a Beyonce, or
Right.
Beyonce commands the crowd like Mike, more so.
Right. There you go. And so, yeah, Beyonce is one of the greatest entertainers right now. I give it to her. She just dropped a new record yesterday, too. But I look at guys like Bruno Mars and Beyonce, and I love their work ethic, man. They put on a show. I look at Mary J. Blige and how Mary just
And
don't.
that, you know what? That's my favorite thing about that's where I find love in an artist that can put on a full on production. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Something that's going to be, because music, a show or something like that, it's supposed to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
right.
If I want to just hear you standing there and you just singing your song, I can listen to your record, your album, yeah, in the comfort of my own home, and it costs me about $500 less. You know what I'm saying? But when I come see you in a show,
Yeah,
I want to see, your backup dancers, you dancing. I want to see lights and flashes and, what I'm saying, all type of just things that show who you are, that's going to give me like almost a movie production in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a good show gives you. And you leave there with your edges sweating out, your shirt drenched. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You leave there feeling like you accomplished some real, like, whoa, like that was you was at a party, a live party. And
You know,
that's
Gerald Levert used to do that. Like nobody give Gerald Levert a lot of credit, but that Negro man, when Gerald sang and performed, people got scared. Like, oh shit, Gerald about to go up. He'll jerk, ooh, 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 Mr. Too Damn Good. Like he would roll on the floor and be humping the floor and singing in it. Like Gerald Levert was the shit. And I'm good friends with um one of the guys that was part of his group, Mark, with part of Levert. So Mark Gordon is a part of Levert, and he's a friend of mine as well. And he embraced me, and he told me, "You remind me of Gerald." I was like, "Wow." But Gerald Levert was one of the greatest performers as well. Yeah, along with Busta Rhymes. And, I like performers. Like
I
that's what I
love
look.
performers too, for sure.
Yeah, and also one of my mentors, Greg Nice. He's one of the greatest performers I've ever seen. So I just like good shows. It's all about energy. You got to give the people energy, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Jam, why are you threatening me? I appreciate you. Yes, we are talking about Gerald Levert, but please don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll say it.
I want to ask you. So, do you have? Because we're not gonna hold you all night. We've already kept you for about an hour. Do
Has it
you?
been,
Huh?
it been an hour already?
It has. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm here, man. Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. So, with you being a performer, do you have any shows coming up or anything like that where people can catch you live and in person?
Yeah, I will be at the Grand Fumet Cigar Lounge in Riverdale. You've been there. I'll be there this Friday. With you remember the guy that played the pastor in the stage play we was just in, Tajari?
Tajari.
So Tajari is performing there, and I talked to him today. We're gonna do some stuff together, and he has an open mic, and his band is gonna play behind me, and I'm gonna bring my guitar player OB Oliver Brown out Friday, and Stan's supposed to come out too. Richard Hart and the Heartbreakers. So we'll see, man. Yeah, we're gonna be out there at the Grand Fumet Lounge in Riverdale.
Okay.
GREFUMEE
And when is that?
in Riverdale. That's Friday, 9 o'clock.
Friday, 9 o'clock. Okay.
Mhm.
And where
Yeah,
can
man.
people follow you on your social media and everything? Do you have a website where they can keep track of what you got going on?
You know what? I feel bad because I haven't updated my website in a while. I neglected it since COVID. I just been on Instagram and I check Facebook maybe a few times a week, but I'm on IG all the time, and it's at Al Chauncey ALCHAUNCY, and I'll follow you back. Say something to me. I'm gonna say something back.
All right. So y'all don't forget to add Al Chauncey. Spell it right. There's a U in there. Um, Add him to all social media platforms. He's gonna update his website. I
I
feel
am.
like he is. You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
call. I
Get
gotta
his new
call my
music
guy.
updated on there and everything. I feel it in the spirit. I feel it in the atmosphere. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get Al Chauncey. All his media stuff is going to be up to point because he is moving into top celebrity status. So he has to make sure that, his business that he's talked so much about is in
Listen to
order. So, we're going to
I I love it.
Al Johnson's gonna get it together. I so appreciate you for coming on. It has been wonderful. You have dropped some amazing knowledge. You have lived and done so much in the music industry from a young age till now, and you still have a wealth of time to go because you're still, young and in your prime in music. And I wish you so much success. I love hearing your music. Soul music is just one of those things for me. Anybody who knows me seriously knows that R&B, soul music that makes you feel and makes you feel happy and positive and all that good stuff. I love music that does that, that does that for you and for people. And you are just putting out a great sound that is very well needed. Most people are feeling some type of way about Drake and changing his sound, which for me, again, it just sounds like the same Drake under a different beat. But, sometimes you have to, stick true to who you are. And you've been doing that. And I really appreciate that. And again, I wish you so much success in your journey.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I was rushing to get here today. I'm glad you was patient with me. I was all the way up in Flowery Branch. That's like almost an hour away.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I was going like 85 trying to get back in time because I'm a punctual guy. Like punctuality is my thing. Normally, I'm like the first guy to show up. I like to get to a place, look around, make sure the exits are where they supposed to be. The building is safe. I'm that guy. So punctuality is everything, and I thank you for being patient today.
Absolutely, absolutely. We look forward to hearing more stuff for you. Anytime you want a space and to talk about a new album drop or something else you got going on, by all means, hit us up. You are welcome here at the Tony Dominique Show.
Oh yeah, man. Well, thanks to the fans who tuned in. God bless y'all. Good night.
All right, thank you so much. All right, y'all, we're gonna let El Chauncey go. Y'all stay right there, and I'll be right back.
All right. Peace. I'm out.
position yet.
Hey, thank you. Trying to get out this mother. Trying to get out. All right, peace, y'all.
Why are you driving so fast in my county?
I'm late for church.
You got 4 seconds to get out of my county.
One, two, three, four. I'm from North Carolina, where we make moonshine. Ain't no place where it's finer in the back of the woods. The nightlife is jumping, my adrenaline's pumping, and the ladies are something, and they all looking good. I'm drinking on their hoops with a shot of that goose. Oh, what a hell of a night! I'm a hell of a dude. They spinning what I like, got Chauncy in the spotlight. So put your hands up, it's a party tonight. Everybody say come on. You want trouble? Oh, I want trouble, baby. Oh, everybody say come on. So much trouble. Oh, I want trouble, baby. Oh, everybody say come on.
Hey y'all, how y'all feeling? I hopefully y'all enjoyed that conversation. I told y'all Chauncy know a lot about a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has so much knowledge. So if you are in the music industry and kind of have some questions about the industry, like, he is definitely a person to get to know. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. As y'all see his energy, just as you see and feel in the music, it's the same. It's the same, and I love it. Shout out to John for the redeem on the good tiger ears, trying to get me to sing a song. I don't even know what song I would have sung, but however, nonetheless, thank you so much. It's just been so great. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and watch this good video. Yes, let's hit it from the beginning. Let's hit that playback. Hit that good playback, cause y'all gotta catch this vibe. Y'all know I love a good video. Catch this vibe.
Why are you driving so fast in my county?
I'm late for church.
You got 4 seconds to get out of my county.
I love a good storyline too. Like, he got all the elements in this video that I just love on a good video. John, if you're still in here, does this video meet the visual approval of a videographer? Because I know y'all watch music videos and movies and stuff with a different type of eye. Love it. Look at all this. Like, everybody's in here. Like, all type of people, all type of characters. Hey, like, doesn't this look like a fun video to shoot? Like, this looked like this would have been like so fun. Yes, like, listen, that just looked like it was so fun. Like, so fun. So yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Hopefully y'all again enjoy the L Chauncy knowledge. Thank you so much for coming in each and every Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever you come in. Thank you. It is much appreciated. Feel free to tell a friend. If you have not already, hit that good follow button, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? We talked about support those. If you have a stream out there on Twitch, let me know. I'll come and swing through. You know what I'm saying? If you have a YouTube channel, let me know. I'll come and swing through. You know what I'm saying? I like to give as much as I receive. So absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Let's help each other grow and live, and it's enough food out here for everybody. Next week, artist is going to be Love Day Day, female rap artist. She's coming in the building, straight from Chicago. Hopefully y'all can tap into that. Tomorrow, I may not stream. Tomorrow is typically my gaming stream. I may not stream. I'm not sure. My mom's birthday is coming up, and she's having a little get together with her friends. I may pull up on her, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? See how she hang out with her friends? No, but I may pull up on her tomorrow, so you guys may not see me tomorrow. Thursday, Pink Table Talk may turn into a game stream. We'll just see. You know, my Wednesdays and Thursdays just, we'll see. I may just do a gaming stream for y'all on Thursday, and then push the Pink Table Talk back to next week, and we can have a good time then. Absolutely, you know, because I owe you guys at least one game stream a week. I'm gonna try to get in a couple of more times for gaming stream once I get my schedule to a place. So yeah, y'all have a good night. Y'all have been terrific. Okay, bye.
Give your kid a massive leg up in the real world with career prep from Stride K-12.